Today is Sunday, so you might be wondering how I got my hands on these delicious, sweet chicken minis. Well, I used to work at Chick-fil-A for about 4 years, and this is how you should make them at home. Let's get started. For the dough, you'll need 3/4 of a cup of milk, 2 1/4 teaspoons of active yeast, 2 tablespoons of sugar, 3 tablespoons of honey, 1/4 cup of melted butter, 1 large egg, 3 cups or 360 grams of all-purpose flour, and 1 teaspoon of salt. To get started, make sure your milk is heated to 105 to 110 degrees Fahrenheit. We want it to be warm in order to activate the yeast, but if it's too hot, it's going to end up killing it. Pour into a mixing bowl and add the yeast and sugar. Mix well until everything dissolves and let sit for about 10 minutes. You'll know your yeast is alive and kicking when you notice a frothy layer on top. At this point, you can add your honey, along with melted butter, 1 whole egg, and salt. Whisk until everything comes together. Now you can slowly shake in your flour while stirring. Keep this up until a cohesive, shaggy dough starts to form. Using a dough hook, start mixing on low until it starts coming together. Then raise the speed to about 6 and go take a bathroom break. You'll know the dough is ready to go when you can stretch it into a translucent screen without it breaking. Keep in mind that this dough should be a bit more wet and sticky than most doughs, so don't worry. Next, you're going to transfer the dough into a greased mixing bowl. Cover with a damp towel and let rise in a warm spot until doubled in size. This normally takes about 1 to 1.5 hours. While that's rising, we can go ahead and get started on our chicken nuggets. Start off with 1.5 pounds of boneless, skinless chicken breast. You'll want to cut them into 1-inch pieces. To do that, slice the breast in half horizontally and then make 2 incisions lengthwise. Stack them side by side and cut them into 1-inch cubes. Toss the cubes into a bowl along with half a cup of pickle juice. I'm not saying this is exactly how Chick-fil-A does it, but trust me, it's worth it. Let marinate in the fridge for 30 minutes to an hour. No more than that or the chicken will start to break down. Now that that's out of the way, your dough should be fully proofed and ready to separate into balls. You can make the rolls as small or as large as you like, but just know it's going to affect the cooking time. I kept cutting my dough in halves until I got the size I wanted. From there, you're going to take your piece of dough and stretch the sides over themselves until you've got a semi-decent circular ball shape. From there, flip it over and using your pinkies, keep rotating it like this until the ball comes together. You're going to place these on a baking sheet, but first I'm going to spray it with cooking spray so that my parchment paper doesn't make me want to commit to a mental hospital. Line them up a few inches apart, cover with another baking sheet and let prove for another 30 minutes or so. While those buns are rising, we'll go ahead and make our egg wash and breading for the nuggies. Into a bowl goes 1 cup of whole milk and 2 large eggs. Beat the mixture together and set aside. Make your breading in a separate bowl with 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 1/4 cup of powdered sugar, 1 tablespoon of kosher salt, 1 teaspoon of paprika, 2 teaspoons of cracked black pepper, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, and finally 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. Mix the ingredients really well. I like using a whisk for this. Remove the chicken from the fridge, and while letting the excess marinade drip, drop those nuggies into the egg wash mixture. Again, letting them drip off any excess, remove the nuggets from the egg wash and place in the breading. Toss the mixture really well, making sure every single millimeter of the nuggets are covered in breading. If you don't do this well, you'll end up with partially breaded nuggies, and nobody wants that. Set that to the side and heat a saucepan about halfway full with a neutral oil. Chick-fil-A uses peanut oil, but that's expensive, and vegetable oil will taste just as good. You'll want the oil to be about 350 degrees Fahrenheit before dropping your chicken in. Make sure not to turn your burner on more than medium heat. Once your oil is up to temp, very carefully drop the nuggets in one at a time, making sure not to crowd the pan. We'll do this in batches. As soon as the nuggets are dropped in the oil, carefully give it a stir to make sure they don't stick to themselves. Mine took about 4 to 5 minutes to finish cooking, but they're usually close to being done when they start to float. Carefully remove the nuggets from the oil and set on a baking sheet lined with a wire rack to crisp it up. These turned out a beautiful golden brown, crispy on the outside and tender on the inside. Go ahead and sneak 1 or 5 into your mouth before anybody notices. At this point, your yeasty buns should be proofed and ready to bake. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit and bake for about 10 minutes. Like I said earlier, the time will depend on how big your rolls are. You definitely don't want to overbake these, so as soon as the top starts to change color, go ahead and take them out and let them rest. While these are baking, we're going to make the signature honey butter to drench the rolls in. Add 2 tablespoons of honey to 3 tablespoons of melted butter and mix it together. Pull out your yeast rolls and brush a generous amount on top while they're warm. You will never be so tempted to hoard food as you are now. These look and smell amazing. Finally, to assemble your chicken minis, make an incision into the rolls and stop just before you get to the back. Stuff a chicken nugget or two inside the roll and eat it while it's warm. This is an incredible recipe to make for your family on a Sunday. You can even start the dough the night before and leave it in the fridge overnight after the first proofing stage. If you enjoyed this recipe, please don't forget to leave a like, and if you want to see more videos like this, make sure to subscribe. I want to know how this turned out for you, so let me know in the comments. Okay, bye!